Hello everyone, this is Defense Politics Asia, and today we're going to talk about cluster munitions. So cluster munitions is very interesting. I come upon this article, or rather I'm not even sure, advocacy from this organization called SIPA. And this SIPA thing is actually a think tank of some sort, or public policy institute. So this is based in Washington DC, but somehow they are focused on European policy, or European policy analysis. So they have cutting edge research and analysis program, which I'm not even sure what kind of cutting edge is this supposed to, like, how do you do analysis to the point of cutting edge? But it's okay. So they want to affect democracy, security, and defense to government officials and agencies. And whatever it is, this Dan Rice wrote about this thing. And the whole article is basically, I have copied just on my face, which you probably cannot see. And I took out the major parts, which basically, so this is the headline, the screenshot of how the article looks like. And they say that NATO cannot hope to defend against Russian attack with one military arm tied behind its back. It sounds very serious. So this the idea was that in the face of a potential Russian invasion to the Baltic countries, which is something that I did say that is likely to happen given the way how the Baltic states have behaved over the past 2 years, getting more and more anti-Russia and Russophobic. So of course, it will definitely become a growing concern because this is how you basically gave them excuses to kind of invade you. But regardless, this is a correct analysis, and they say that these countries can fall in a matter of days, so which is a serious threat to regional stability and alliance integrity, which is at the first place why you accept them. You shouldn't have accepted them. Then the fall of the Baltic states would not have been a threat to the alliance integrity, because the problem with alliances is that you need to make sure that the people that you allies with actually strengthens you. If not, then what's the point of the alliance? So then what this is now is that they are a liability. This is exactly what they are trying to say right now. If you can't read between the lines, Latvia, Lithuania, Estonia would fall in a matter of days, and they are a serious threat to the regional stability and the alliance integrity. So Latvia, Lithuania, and Estonia is a liability to NATO. And so now NATO have no choice. So that's why they are talking about all this thing, and they say that they need to have every military, diplomatic, and economic effort be made to exhaust the potential invasion of any NATO countries, which is what they are doing now in Ukraine. So if the deterrence failed in Ukraine, which is not a deterrence, basically that's active warfare. But you see, they see Ukraine as just a form of deterrence. Then if deterrence fail, then they must learn from this to ensure it succeeds in the future. So the deterrence had already failed in Ukraine, but Ukraine is not a NATO country. That makes no sense to me. So this will be an effort on many fronts, and they say that the first thing to do is to withdraw from the cluster munitions convention, an agreement that includes 23 European members of NATO, including UK, France, and Germany, which amounts to a serious act of military self-harm. So by signing this agreement, this cluster munition convention, this is a self-harm to the NATO countries because Russia have not signed it. And the reality on the ground in the Ukraine war is that Russia actually did not want to use the cluster munition. They did not deploy cluster munition until Ukraine started to use it. And so at the first place, there shouldn't be a war between NATO and Russia. I personally don't think that there would be a war between Russia and NATO, given how it's so stupid. So there shouldn't be. But who knows? Because we are now run by stupid leaders all around the world. We can't tell. Know what kind of stupid decision they will be making, and this is the first stupid decision. But whatever it is, so it's now well understood by NATO's military, especially in the frontline states. Finland, Poland, Romania, Estonia, Latvia have not signed the convention, and So the commonality between them is that they are all former Soviet or influenced by Soviet, like Finland. And so the issue now is that debated again in Lithuania. The country's defense ministry wants to cancel the treaty or go backwards, rewind the treaty. Abrogate is basically delete or withdraw from the treaty. So the ministry believed that cluster munition will be a highly effective means of defense against numerically superior artillery force of the invading Russians. So this is the part where I decided that I want to talk about this article, because they are assuming that the Russians do not have cluster munitions. Like the way how this is phrased, this thing is phrased makes zero sense. I mean, this is not a good argument. The better argument would actually be that to be in alignment with the rest of NATO, especially those NATO forces on the eastern front, on the eastern part of NATO or Eastern Europe. They should all be aligned with the same policies and using the same weaponries. And the fact that Lithuania is not using cluster munitions or not allowed to use cluster munition would impede the defense of the Baltic states, because the other two, Estonia and Latvia, actually can use cluster munition. So that would be a better argument. To say that using cluster munition would be a highly effective means of defense is actually a misnomer, and this is actually a lie. This is actually trying to assume that the people are stupid. But of course, people might be stupid. So can't be helped. But so if you are not stupid, do press the like button and subscribe. To let me know that you're actually not stupid. So this article is very crazy, and basically in the article they did mention how dangerous the cluster munition is. The main problem of the cluster munition is that it is the post-war problem. Because of the munitions, many of them will not explode, and as a result, I shouldn't use this screen because I'm not wearing the t-shirt. I'm wearing a singlet. Not nice. So the main thing is just basically that a lot of these cluster munitions, the small munitions do not explode sometimes, and then they become a mine, become IEDs that may injured a lot of people. And there is some interesting numbers that are being mentioned here. And in the article, they say that in the army research during the Vietnam War, they show that it takes 13.6 shells to kill an enemy combatant, but only 1.7 using cluster munitions. So there is a lot more effectiveness in terms of using the cluster munition, because it does cover a lot more places. But to talk about the artillery base of war attrition and cluster artillery shells are NATO's most lethal artillery is basically not putting into consideration that Russia used exactly the same thing. So, and I just find this very disturbing, because they say they are a very cutting edge, cutting edge research thingy. So yeah. So I find this like very, very disturbed that I want to zoom in because I want you to read. They say that they are very cutting edge research and analysis, and this is the kind of analysis that they come out. I wonder how much money they earn. I also want to earn this money because it sounds very easy to earn. Just talk rubbish. But anyway, whatever it is, this is what it is. Thank you for watching. I just want to share this. There's still other things that I want to talk about, but just too many things. I don't want to cluster everything into one video because you may miss it. And okay, do press the like button, subscribe. Check out the DPA Telegram. Do make sure that you're subscribed over there to make sure that you don't miss any videos. And I'll see you guys in the next update.